Well, hello everybody, this is Bug Eater 64 again. Today's going to be a little bit different. We're going to do an Allied carrier flight, but we're going to do it in the PMDG DC-6. Going to be flying from Dallas, Fort Worth to Atlanta. So we've got her up and running, we're going to get on our way. The way I say this is going to be a little bit different is that at the end of this flight we actually were forced to land the airplane without flaps or landing gear. So the flight itself was very fine, uneventful, but we're gonna run you through it and show you what all went on. Day started out beautiful, sunshine, weather wasn't bad at all. So we ended up giving the 80 passengers a nice, uneventful, leisurely ride in a 1947 vintage DC6. We'll run through our checklist here.
Boost pumps on low. Fuel selector and crossfeed. Main tanks and crossfeed off. Autopilot and carb heat. Off and cold. Hydraulic system. Down, forward, pressure and quantity checked, okay. Flaps 20. Flaps set 20. Windows and turbine. Closed and on. Controls. Gas lock released. Free. Pitot heater. On. Mixture and cowl flaps. Reach unlocked. Set. Transponder. On. Landing lights. Extended and on. Before takeoff checks complete.
We'll get her lined up and we'll be on our way.
Stabilize. 30 inches stabilize. Inches stabilized. Cowl flaps. Cowl flaps. Cowl flaps set. Full power, please. Going full power. Full power set. Positive read. Gear up. Gear selected up. Gear up, lights out. Flaps up. Flaps going up. Flaps are up. Meter power. Setting meter power 48 inches, 2600 RPM. Meter power set. Climb power. Setting climb power.
Okay, right now we're just going to make a circle around the field here while I get the autopilot sorted out. If you want to call it, it's kind of it's as old as this airplane. It's very rudimentary, basic autopilot. After using some of the modern FMCs and so on and other aircraft, it takes a little bit to get used to. Make a circle around Dallas Fort Worth, and then we'll head east towards Atlanta. And as I said, it's a beautiful day. We've got a nice leisurely flight to Atlanta. No severe or bad weather predicted. And at this point, everything is working just the way it's supposed to. The plane is handling absolutely fine. No indications of any problems whatsoever. And here we are approaching the mighty Mississippi. And ran into some clouds here, which is about normal for my luck of the Irish. And so we're descending from 10,000 down to until we get underneath these clouds, which was just about, I think, 3,500 to 4,000 feet. About 4,000 feet, we broke through the clouds. Okay. Well, here we are at Atlanta, and we're gonna make a pass over because we can't get the landing gear or the flaps down. So we do a flyover, try to work through the problem. We have disabled the artificial intelligent co-pilot in the sim, and as you can see, boarding the original takeoff or landing approach, trying for a second one, and trying to check all systems and can't get anything to function. The flaps and landing gear just will not come down, no matter what my speed, anything like that. So we make the decision that we're just going to have to land this thing without the landing gear down and with the flaps up. Trying to put the landing gear down again, nothing's happening. go. Try to make it as flat as possible. Last attempt to get the gear down, nothing happens, so set her down. There she is. And she decides to stop, pull the fire bottles, kill the fuel feed on all the engines. So, we weren't able to do, but that's our crash landing. Unfortunately, we can't look at the external view of the landing because at the same time that the airplane crash landed and came to a stop there, as you saw, X-Plane 10 decided to crash. And so we lost all that information. But anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, safe flying.